Hello again, and welcome back to another video. And in this video we're going to do the follow-up to Viking Moon by Image Comics. It was released in 2025. So before we get into the full video, make sure that you read issue 1 before heading into this video to get a little bit of context, but basically you won't miss a lot. This one basically starts where it left off. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So how we do this, basically we give an, the theme is already known, we can basically go through it in the next, when we scroll down the pages. Follow up with a synopsis, a quick breakdown, and yeah, in the case of an American comic in this case, from present day. After the breakdown we do a plus and a minus, where I put all the good against the bad, if they cancel each other out or not. Followed up by a final verdict that goes from let's say 10 out of 100 till 100 out of 100, with yeah, the 70 out of 100 being average. And that's not all, we also be using the League of Comics Geeks to give you the thoughts of other people who reviewed it. So yeah, grab yourself a cup of tea, glue wine, or some hot cocoa, because we're in the Christmas months, or in the cold months, which is ironic. So yeah, let's jump right in. Beautiful cover, by the way. So it's nothing has changed actually. JOE PRUETT, I don't know if I spelled the name correctly, is yeah, the writer. MARCELO FRUSIN is the colorist. Joe Martin, letterer. PRUETT, no designer, and some alternate covers by Mirko Kolak with Guy Major. Mirko Kolak with Guy Major doing the virgin covers, and yeah, also MARCELO FRUSIN doing the D covers, and Philippe Xavier with Jerome Mafre, Youngblood cover E, and Youngblood virgin cover F. And yeah, that's pretty much who the team is. So the breakdown is, yeah, basically started where they left off. So yeah, the synopsis is yeah, Ulf and the tribe of Vikings. He sought yeah, sought new life among the greens of Newfoundland, Finland. But yeah, it was previously known as Newfoundland, but instead they only found horror and death. And they barely survived the first scaling encounters. Which, if you don't know who the Screenings are, you can go back to, or the Screenings, you can go back to yeah, my review of issue 1. I'll post the link down in the description. Where they, they're basically, what they are is basically they're the ancestors of the Beowulf Native American tribes of Newfoundland. And in this case, there's a third player on the block. Those are called yeah, the Skinwalkers. Which isn't a new concept, because not only were they well known in the North American mythology like Navajo and folklore, also in a place like South and Mesoamerica, they were well known. So it's not an yeah, only occurring in America, in the States and in Canada. But yeah, Ulf seeks shelter in the ruins from Leif Erickson's yeah, settlement from decades early, but the natives basically tell him to yeah, to pack his stuff and leave, return home while he still could, while he still can. And here yeah, you see Ulf with eye and eye with the Skinwalkers, or the werewolves. He's a Viking born. He doesn't fear death, but even a fool can see this is a battle. It's a battle he cannot win. Of course not, because I'll take a sip of tea first. Some good ginger. Even a fool can't see that this is a battle he cannot win. And it's kind of logical, because you're facing against 3 muscular werewolves with yeah, animal strength. So yeah, what he basically does is he runs away to fight it another day. He's no fool. If he were to die here, his people would have knowledge of the horrors, have no knowledge of the horrors of that this land holds. So he just seems to be the end of the line, close to what seems to be a river. So he throws away his shield. Big mistake. He throws away his sword. Also a big mistake. We'll come to that later. And as his attack, his followers growl at him. He tells them that his pride beckons him to return and face human battle creature, but it's the duty to my people that dictates my actions. So he jumps into the water and makes a swim for it. But he vows to these skinwalkers or werewolves, when they meet again, it shall be in combat and not in flight. But he kind of makes a mistake here, because now that that the werewolves or the skinwalkers got his shield and got his sword, they know how to trace his scent. And yeah, here's one of his his female daughters or his wife. The more she sees of this land, the more she believes this could be their next home. And she's a little deer, but it makes her run for it. It was not frightened of me, but was frightened of her, indeed. That's you yesterday, was it? You were watching me. I warn you, I'm not as helpless as I may appear. It is as you said, I mean you no harm. I would only like to talk. You speak my language? How is it possible? Well, yeah, the Native American tells her that they are not the first people who try to invade their land. And of course, Yrsa. She tells her that she's named Yrsa. If he decides to talk with him, or with her, as you say, then I will need to know your name as well. And the Native American introduced himself as Longnon. And he saw her yesterday in the fields. You were picking flowers till the woman got you away. Be her mother. So basically this is Yrsa, and the other one is her mother is known as... if I got the name correctly, as you could know, this is unscripted. This is unscripted, so yeah. She tells that, your people are in danger, and Longnon tells them that they're in danger, and they should return to the ship and leave, never to return. To stay is death for you all. If my people knew I was telling you this, I would also die. I must go, he's near. Wait, who's near? Come back with me to my people. Talk to them as you have me. Tell us what we have to fear. Give them my warning. Leave this place before night falls again. I cannot protect you, do as I said, if you want to live. Longnon, you came back? Of course I came back. I would not abandon you to this land. For to camp, we have to get back there now. It is near. What do you see? Where are Gunnar and Skade? Deaf. Dead. We have to go. So yeah. Ulf tells her daughter that they're not alone and the people are not safe. He tells his daughter to leave at once. And when we arrive at the camp, have the women gather food and other essentials for travel. We need to travel light and fast. Where are we going? Yrsa asks. That's something you have to see for yourself. And back at the camp, they tell Ulf basically tells his tribe that they need to leave. So, tell your men that they've done well, several, but they are complete. Several boy are complete, with others soon to follow. Ulf will be pleased when he returns. Assuming he does return, Frode. Pardon me for being so blunt, my lady. Night has passed, and the sun has now set high in the sky for several hours this day. And I still do not return. They do not return. I fear great harm has befallen them all. My husband is a man of his word. He said he would return, and so he shall. See, Ulf, he returns now. Yes, but with Ursa. What does he return alone? Where are the others? I'll give you the answer that you all seek. Gunnar and Skade are dead, slain in the battle with the Skadings on our return journey. They died honorable deaths, killing therefore their own number. My people have followed me here, to this fabled land. When many had attempted to persuade you otherwise, they said it was a dark place, cursed with dangers and risks. I dismissed these tales as ones meant to frighten children and discourage others to not seek out for themselves. The treasures this abandoned land was known to offer. I was wrong. There is an inconceivable evil upon this land, one I must admit that gives me pause in considering if we should flee this land that we have labored so greatly. Still so far to reach. For Vikings, we do not run from fear we created. Yet he's still afraid. But then again, fear could quite have a stimulating effect. Not a great distance from here, we have found the abandoned settlement, previously occupied by those that came before us, so the settlement of Leif Erickson. Inga Dinga Durgan. The structures remain sound and fortified, offering more protection than the beach. We will make this place with haste. Gather only what you deem necessary, as we want to travel light and with great speed. You three return to the ship and move it further from the shore. The Skadings have boats of their own, so be vigilant and keep your eyes upon the waters. Ilmar, Heidi, you are amongst our fiercest warriors. As we march, it is our rear that is the most vulnerable. I trust you to guard it. Jarl, your name means giant champion. A better name could not have been chosen. My family are my most precious treasures. Will you see that no harm befalls them? You have my word. The giant champion tells him. And yeah, Ulf tells him that they leave within the hour. And make a run for it. Then make a, run for it. And yeah, through forests and mountains. But yeah, as they discuss how far the settlement is, they tell them to notice the trees and the shadows are alive. Indeed, the shadows are alive because they're waiting with their tomahawks to attack. Sheathe your sword, they have made no hostile move towards us. Yet, nor do we know the number of their party. But Irsa makes eye contact with Langnon. Yeah, they make their way to the settlement of Leif Erickson. Inga dinga durgan. And tell them that this hall will serve as shelter for the women and children. The structure remains sound and intact and should offer ample protection for those within. The smell of death is strong in the air. Further that this place will be our tomb. I echo Njal's words, my husband, the bodies within and the markings upon these doors speak truths that are hard to ignore. They were few, we are many, their fate shall not be our own. The men are collecting timber to better fortify the pyramid, my lord. Our defenses shall be ready by nightfall. Our scouts report no Skadings in the area. They are here. They just do not wish to be seen, though. It's not that I fear, it's the coming darkness. And one of the warriors stands at night stands guard. And an arrow strikes him. Shields up! So the Skadings attack the settlement. And what stands among them is a figure way taller than them. And still in excellent shape for a man's age. He screams at them, "You are fools if you believe there is safety within these walls. Did you not see the evidence of the death that preceded you here? The madness is this. That is a Norseman." So it would seem. "You are no Skraeling. Who are you that speaks our language or tongue? Doesn't matter. You are correct. I'm no Skraeling. We are indeed kingsmen of the north. I'm Thorvald Eriksson, son to Erik the Red and brother to Leif, and you are all going to die." The end. Another cover of the next issue. Not sure if I'm going to read it or not, but I digress. Joe speaks. And something about creators. November at Image, especially last month. And yeah, survive. See that I purchased it legally. So now we go to the Good, Bad and Ugly, and the first thing is, yeah, the cover looks amazing. The Viking sword through the Skinwalker's chest, and the Death Viking on top of the fortress. Resets the tone. The interior art is also good. There's a balanced writing art that is slightly better than the previous one. Better pacing as well, and it makes more sense. Order chronically, it makes more sense. At least the order. Also, a nice plot twist at the end of the brother of Leif Erickson. The ugly is, yes, the story moves still very slow. It's still building up, but towards better. Yeah, it also has more character development than the previous issue, but yeah, it still moves very slow, and I doubt if it works in American comic format. It works better, in my opinion, in a European or manga format, like with Vinland Saga or Torgal. And it kind of needs. This issue was actually interesting compared to the first one, but it kind of needs more action. And I hope that, especially issue 3, 4, and 5, that they give a little more action. They have all this build up, and yeah, there's not a lot of battles going on, so I hope it all happens in the next issue. Maybe a team up against the Skinwalkers, or maybe they'll fight. They have two teams fighting the Vikings. I hope I'll see that, because yeah, otherwise it's not. Yeah, there's a lot of otherwise you have a lot of lost potential. I'm struggling with words today. My apologies in advance. So we go to the final verdict, and I must say the people are very positive about it on the League of Comics Geeks. 232 liked it, or has rated this issue with 4.0 average. Right now on December 24. I could show a bit of the reactions here. Do it always. And yeah, here's a negative one. He says, I just can't invest in anything going on in this book. I'm taking it out of my pool list and replace it with something else. Feel free to recommend something in the responses. That happens. Sometimes you have something that works, sometimes you don't have something that doesn't work. First of all, sick cover. Story is solid. Vikings are cool. Wolves are well drawn and terrifying. Yeah, I wish they had more, let's say, Native American attributes. But yeah, the same thing with the Skraelings. They look more like prairie Indians than anything else. And yeah, here's another one by G.C. Caldwell. Or G.C. Caldwell. 64, I'm terrible with names. Not a lot of action, but some good character development, and I like the visuals of Frusin and this pacing. True. And yeah, it's getting better with a twist at the end. Check it out, read it. And this was beautiful. This comic I could see Robert Eggers adapting, however, already doing a Viking story. See why you wouldn't like to do it. If you only knew. And here's one by Toza, feeling the horror thriller vibes, enjoying the tension building up. Hopefully we get some bloody and brutal action. I hope so too. And my score is, 74 out of 100. It's this close from being 75 or an 8. But yeah. In its current form, yeah, it's a good plot. Like I said, there's more character development. Nice plot twist, but the story moves very slow in the build-up and still in the build-up phase, and I don't know, it kind of works better in a European and Japanese manga format. And yeah, I personally kind of don't recommend for this story that will contain 5 issues to get all floppies separately. Just read everything on a Global Comics with Global Comics Gold subscription, or read it on a private, on a not so legal site, and get the trade later if you like this kind of stuff. And yeah, that's all I have to say. If you'd like to see me make more videos like this, leave a like, subscribe if you want to, not because you have to. And check out JOE Warrior issue 2, soon to be 1, 2, 3 on Global Comics and of Gumroad, and of course it will be posted on the JOEWarrior.com, at least the first 2 issues. And that's all I have to say for this video. Yeah, Merry Christmas everyone. Have a prosperous new year. Celebrate with your friends, loved ones, family. If you're alone, don't let it stop you. Just buy a good piece of beef or turkey or whatever. Maybe a good ham or some all kind of poultry. And yeah, celebrate. The light coming back, or the birth of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And yeah, that's it. Merry Christmas everyone. Feliz Navidad. I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.